Good evening, VV Nation. My name is Ryan. Happy Thursday. Welcome to the channel. Tonight's presentation, we're going to talk about some stocks. I haven't done a video on this topic in quite some time, at least a couple months. Software security. We're going to take a look at the industry. That's right, cybersecurity stocks. There's been some big moves and big plays in these stocks over the last few months with the rally that we've seen here from the tariff turmoil earlier this year. However, I do see a little bit of weakness in the industry as a whole. So tonight we're going to take a look at the chart of the industry of cybersecurity stocks. On top of that, we're going to take a look at the top 5 software cybersecurity stocks in the VectorVest 7 system. So if you want some great candidates to put on your radar for some potential trade setups, let's take a look at the industry and these stocks and see if there's actually any money to be made. All right, big event coming up. We got the Las Vegas 2-day investment seminar coming September 20th, 21st, 2025. You can achieve the VIP experience in person. Just go to vectorvest.com/Vegas to register now. As I just mentioned, it's been a while since I've looked at this space in general, not necessarily seeing what I like out of the gate here. If we look at price action, relatively flat over the past year, but look at the value. This is not a price target. This is just what we currently feel the stock, or in this case, the industry, is worth. Right now, we value it at $30.28. Price action has been diverging away from our valuation here, meaning that investors are just willing to pay a premium for these positions, bringing price action right now at $58.15. We can see the bulls keeping momentum above that 20-day EMA. However, we broke below that, looking like a retest from the lower end here. You can see it's a down day today, with price action now back below the 20-day EMA. So I am seeing some weakness here. So as far as, buying or opening up new positions, a little less worried about that and more worried about potentially taking some profits from this potential rally over the last few months. So let's go ahead and jump into the 5 stocks I have here and see if it's time to take profits or if there's some good opportunities that lie ahead. Now, there's a lot of familiar names in the list we've got for you this evening. Fortinet, ftnt, arlo tech, arlo, palantir, obviously, Checkpoint Software, and CybRark Software. Now, mixed bag as far as price action today. 2 positions are leading to the downside, with the 3 positions in positive territory, barely holding on to these positive numbers right now. As I mentioned before, looking at the industry graph, if we compare value to price, all of these stocks are overvalued right now. Not necessarily a bad thing, just saying that investors are willing to pay a premium. If we take a look at the fundamentals, RV and RS, looking at both long-term price appreciation potential with relative value, and RS, or relative safety, just an indicator of risk. Favorable ratings for the most part here. Arlo Tech is a little bit on the riskier side, along with Palantir not having a favorable rating when it comes to long-term price appreciation potential. As far as the trends, you can see they're all in positive territory here. The one with most magnitude behind an uptrend right now is going to be Arlo at 1.69. We've got 2 buy-rated stocks out of these 5. And as far as forecasted data, double digits in positive territory for the most part here. We see Arlo Tech sales growth rate -4%. So from a forecasted data perspective, this would be the only position to bring any concern. But if we take a look at Palantir here, one of the leaders in this space. But look at this company right here, CybRark Software. Sales growth rate 43%, while the earnings growth rate sits at 33%. I'm not familiar with this company, but I am pretty intrigued. I want to take a look at the chart. So let's go ahead and jump in the charts of these 5 companies and see again if we should be trimming or getting defensive, or if there's some opportunities that could present themselves in the near future. First up, Fortinet. This is the stock with the highest combination of value, safety, and timing. And I was comparing these stocks to their value not too long ago to where they're currently trading right now. This is the stock closest to its value, trading at 104. We currently buy the stock at $78. Right now, you can see some consolidation here over the last 2 months. We see price action staying pretty close to this 20-day EMA. So I wouldn't make any too big decisions until we get a breakout of this consolidation of this channel here. The top of the channel around 108, the bottom of the channel just below $100. Here we've got a high momentum play, Arlo Tech. I mean, the stock was around $8 just a few months ago, now trading at $16.47. So you got one in the bag if you got close to the bottom. Now, this is the level here I'm looking for support around $14.52. Right now, we are seeing price action showing some weakness around the 20-day EMA with all the moving averages in a bearish manner right now. And honestly, with a growth rate of 24%, sales growth rate -4%, greatly overvalued. We only value the company at $10.76. I can't get too excited for this position when it comes to a long-term investment, but with the volatility Arlo has presented, there's definitely some swing trading opportunities with this position going forward. All right, here we've got Palantir. I know a lot of people watching this might even own Palantir, but right now, look, we're in an ascending channel. We are closer to the upper end of that channel. You know, unless we break out of the channel to the downside, I'm not going to get too bearish on Palantir at this time. We'll get a little bit of a warning here with this 20-day EMA if price action crosses below it. But right now, all the moving averages are in our favor. And the only thing I will say as far as Palantir, I've said this before, the stock is just overvalued. But one thing I do like, you know, there wasn't a lot of life in the value indicator, relatively pretty flat. But since the beginning of this year, around February, look, we valued the company at $8.58, now coming in at $16.11. Our valuation has doubled just this year for Palantir. So right now, I am keeping this as more of a momentum trade, but trust me, I do know Palantir has a lot of big things in the works. So I wouldn't sleep on this company quite yet. And if we do get any kind of severe pullback, I would look for a dip, you know, potentially touching this prior swing high here. That'll come in around 124. So if we do get any kind of severe pullback, that would be the level I would look at for any kind of pivot or bottom fishing opportunity on Palantir going forward. Here we've got Checkpoint. This is the only undervalued company in this space right now, in the software security space. You see price action faltering though over the last few months, but look at valuation still rising, now exceeding $260. Growth rate in earnings 11%, sales growth rate 7%. I do see opportunities with this position when it comes to general investing, but as of right now, for the swing traders, price action not showing a whole lot of momentum above that 20-day EMA right now. So I want to get too bullish on this position just quite yet, especially with the MTI so high. And for most of these stocks here, with the MTI so high right now, market hitting new highs, if you have some patience, if you're not already in these positions, just like Palantir is at the top of its ascending channel, if you have some patience, you can probably get better prices going forward. Here's CybRark software. You know, the big warning here is this company is greatly overvalued. We value the company $103, currently trading close to 400, 375.60. Now, we did see some momentum along with over the last few months, but that momentum has definitely faltered now, retesting the 20-day EMA from the bottom end, getting rejection here. I do have a level support, first one around 376. You can see price action trying to find a level support here. I wouldn't be surprised if we are caught back in this zone here between 376 and 349. But forecasted data, 33%, 43% respectively. I do like that. But again, the momentum is to the downside right now. I'd look to see if we can get any kind of pivot in this zone before considering this stock as a trade. Now, I hope you found this video informative when it comes to software security stocks and the industry as a whole. There are some good opportunities when it comes to this industry, especially if you have some patience. Now, again, my name is Ryan. Always a pleasure giving these 6 p.m. videos. If you like the content, make sure you hit that like button. Now, if you found the content informative, make sure you hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you tomorrow evening.